Hello, students. I hope you are good, well, and fine. So, in today's session, we will be seeing some more related JEE PYQs questions. And please do participate and attend this session carefully. Okay. So, now a small disclaimer. The images, text, and other materials used in our presentation are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners. If you are the owner and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathee@itk.ac.in and we shall remove the content immediately. Please note that the parts of the content may have been generated using generative AI, which is an experimental. So, here's our question. A bit lengthy, but an interesting question related to Venn diagram. So, in a survey of 220 students of a higher secondary school, it was found that at least 125 students studied mathematics and at most 130 students studied mathematics. At least 85 studied physics and at most 95 studied physics. At least 75 students studied chemistry and at most 90 studied chemistry. And out of all, 30 students studied both physics and chemistry. 50 studied both chemistry as well as math, and 40 students studied both mathematics as well as physics. And 10 students studied none of the subjects. Clear? Let M and N respectively be the least and the most number of students who studied all the three subjects. Then find out M plus N. So just let us move to the solution slide. So I hope the question is clear to all. So simply in question says that in a survey of 220 students of higher secondary school, so it was found that at least 125 and at most 130 students studied mathematics, at least 85 and at most 95 students studied physics, and at least 75 and 90, at most 90 students studied chemistry. And students who studied both physics and chemistry are 30, and students who studied both chemistry and maths are 50, and students who studied both mathematics and physics are 40. And out of 220 students, 10 students studied none of the subjects. Clear? Let M and N respectively be the least and the most number of students who studied all the three subjects. Then we have to find out the sum, M plus N. Simple. So the sum is going to be 45. How? Just see solution. So simply we are representing the number of students who studied all the three subjects by this X. Okay, so X represents your what? Number of students who studied all the three subjects, meaning physics, chemistry, math. So according to the question, we can get our Venn diagram, rough idea about the Venn diagram. I like this. So MPC denotes what? These respective circles for MPC denotes the number of students studying math, physics, chemistry. this portion, so this common portion represents all the 3 students who studied all the 3 subjects. Now, what about this one? This is your common region from the circle represented by this M and P, meaning student who studied both physics as well as math. So we are getting this area or this region. In this region we will have how many students? 40 minus x. Why? Because in total physics and math, how many students we are having? Simply from question, if you can see, yes, 40. So in math and physics both, the student who have studied both physics as well as math belongs or lying in this particular region, which is represented by 40 minus x in terms of x. Clear? And the same goes for this. For this, we will have how many students? 50 minus x. Why? Because in chemistry and math, the total number of students who have studied in both math as well as chemistry is 50. So if you can see from here, the sum is your 50. Clear? So this is 50 minus x. And this is what? The student who have studied both physics and chemistry. So we are having how many students? Physics and chemistry. So simply 30 students studied both physics as well as chemistry. So simply we are getting this. In this specific region, we will have how many students? 30 minus x. Clear? I hope this Venn diagram is clear to all. Now, continuing our solution. Now, I hope this Venn diagram is clear to all. Now, from this condition that students who have studied mathematics is at least 125 and at most 130. So we are getting this inequality 1, which says students who studied mathematics is simply, so students who have studied mathematics are what? A plus 40x plus x plus 50 minus x. If you add, what you will get is a plus 90 minus x. Yes, and you know that this expression represents what? The number of students who studied mathematics, and we know the least value is 125 and upper value or the maximum value is 130. Clear? I hope this inequality is clear how we are getting. Now the second inequality, which says, if you watch carefully here, that at least 85 and at most 95 students studied physics. Okay, so the number of students who have studied physics given by this circle, so B plus 40 minus x plus 30 minus x. So you will get B plus 70 minus x. So this represents your what? Total number of students who have studied physics. The minimum number 85 and the maximum number 95, already provided in question. Now, this C circle represents what? Students who have studied in what? Chemistry. So C plus 50 minus x plus 30 minus x. In total you will get C plus 80 minus x. And so the student who have studied chemistry is the least number is simply 75 and the at most 90. Clear? I hope these 3 inequalities are clear to you. Now what we are doing is simply adding all the equations, and what we are getting is at the left hand side to this inequality, we are getting 285 is less than equals to a plus b plus c plus 240 minus 3x less than equals to 315. And from here, just rearranging some terms, what we are getting is simply 45 less than equals to a plus b plus c minus 2x minus x less than equals to 75. Now, simply this Venn diagram, we know what we know is that the sum of all the students who participated in the what survey. So how many students participated in survey? 220. Now, if you add all the students who have studied math, physics, chemistry, adding all the number must be what? 210. Why I am saying that 210? Because the sum of all students from this who have studied math, physics, chemistry must be 210, because 10 of these students studied none of these subjects. So you have to eliminate 10 students from the 220. Okay. Now adding all a plus b plus c plus 40 minus x plus 50 minus x plus 30 minus x. What you will get is a plus b plus c plus 120 minus 2x. Clear? Which is equals to 210. Clear? Now, if you try to see, just transfer this 120 to the right hand side, you will get your fifth equation as a plus b plus c minus 2x is equals to 90. Now, I hope this point is clear why we are eliminating 10 students from the total 220. So, because 10 students studied none of these subjects. Now, using fourth inequality and the fifth equation, what we get is simply at this 15 less than equals to x less than equals to 45. Yes? So here, what you are getting is simply this x represents what? X represents your students who studied all the three subjects. Clear? Who studied all the three subjects. So here we are having this as our inequality. 15 less than equals to x less than equals to 45. In words, what this represents is we are having minimum at least 15 students who have studied all the three subjects, and max to max 45 students. Clear? And also what that this 30 minus x, what this represents? Student who have studied what? Physics and chemistry only, who have studied physics and chemistry only. So in this we must have some number of students or 0 students. Yes, we can have 0 students, but we cannot have negative number of students. So this 30 minus x must be greater than equals to 0. So what we are having is x must be less than equals to 30. And from here what we are having is x is less than equals to 45. So what we are getting, so we have to satisfy all the things. So finally we'll get 15 less than equals to x less than equals to 30 as our final inequality. And in the question, what were the actual question? What was the actual question? Simply you have to identify m and n. M represents the least number of students who have studied all the three subjects, and n represents the maximum or the most number of students who have studied the three subjects. So what is your minimum value? Very simple, 15, and maximum 30. So you are getting m as 15, n as 30. Hence, m plus n will be your just 45. I hope the solution is clear to you all. Now this question. So question says that we are having set S. In set S we are having 3 elements 4, 6, 9 and another set T with the number of, as you can see, the T is given to us in roster form, elements 9, 10, 11 and so on till 1000. A set defined as A1 plus A2 till AK, K belongs to some natural number, and AIs meaning A1, A2, these all A1, A2, A3 and AKs belongs to the set S meaning 4, 6, 9. Clear? Then the sum of all the elements in the set T minus A is equals to what? So you have to find out the sum of all the elements of this set T minus A. So first of all you have to find out this set T minus A. Clear? So I'll be providing you with some time to try this problem. Then afterwards we will move on to the solution slide. So your time starts now. Moving to the solution. I hope the question is quite clear to all. So S with 3 elements 4, 6, 9, T with elements 9, 10, 11 till 1000 and A is simply your set in which you are just getting your element by adding the elements of this set S. Clear? Then you have to find out the sum of all the elements in the set T minus A. So the sum is going to be 11. How? Very simple solution. So starting with what we are given. So S set and T set and A, this set A is nothing but just simply the elements from this set A is your coming from the by just adding the elements from the set S simply. Clear? Here by the definition of set A, you can rewrite this set A in this roster form, sorry, a set builder form, collection of A such that A must be of the form 4x plus 6y plus 9z and x, y, z all belongs to the whole number or this set, collection of all natural numbers union 0. What this represents? This represents the same thing represented by this sum A1 plus A2 plus till AK. What? That you are adding all the numbers, all the elements from set S as many times as you want. Clear? So you are just adding. Clear? Now, if you try to see that except element 11, every element of the set T is of the form 4x plus 6y plus 9z for some x, y, z belongs to the whole number set. So T minus A will be your simply 11. Okay. Now, anybody having any doubt? We have to end our session. Thank you.